soldiers of Sanguinius, and welcome back to Chapter Master, where I'm giving a attempt, mouse get out the bloody way, there we go, to play as the Flesh Tearers, because I've been on a bit of a Flesh Tearer bend lately, exploring the, I love the Lamenters, but I was interested in exploring the other end of the extreme, of Sanguinius' sons, so naturally that, brings you to the Flesh Tearers. Well, I suppose it would bring you to the Blood Drinkers, but I think the Flesh Tearers are a good, happy balance. So yes, I created up, using my own creation guide I made years ago, which I suppose proves that they're kind of handy, even if I'm the only one using them, to create the Flesh Tearers. First thing, the game immediately fucked me. That's not the world I typed in. I typed in Creticia, which is what the Flesh Tearers' homeworld is, but they said no. Now the Flesh... Oh no, they kept the battle barge correct. Alright, well, I suppose that's okay. Oh yeah, as per my usual high standards, all of these are actual names of Flesh Tearers. That's the correct rank. That's the correct rank. That was the correct rank in M31. I don't know what it is now. Yep. Nope, we are ready to go. Right. So, how many Flesh Tearers do we actually have on hand, just as an aside? I wanted to set it for... Oh, 400. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Well, of course we're going to set a recruitment thing. I mean, that's only the right thing to do. So, yes, let's load up. I said 400 Marines, and I said set them to... Oh, well. Limitations of the game, I suppose. Oh, well, let's load up our Predator tanks and our Rhinos, because we've got to have our Rhinos. We're not going to take the Whirlwinds, because Flesh Tearers taking Whirlwinds? What do you think we are, pansies? Jeez. We have some class. Right, no. Right, Rhinos. Alright, that's all the patience I have. Right. Should we set a company down to defend the planet? You know what, we'll just in case, we'll leave these guys on the home world. I know that's a very anti-Flesh Tearers thing to do, but I've been playing this game on my own time a bit, and it seems my recruiting worlds seem to be attacked by chaos quite a bit, so I'd rather have some Marines on the ground. Alright, STC Fragment. Alright, now, since we are Flesh Tearers, the first thing we need to do is find the enemy. They're over there. Right, now, fuck relics, fuck artifacts, fuck ancient ruins. We are just going to go and attack and kill. Because that's what the Flesh Tearers are about. We'll go deal with the Orcs first. I must admit, I do like the Flesh Tearers. I've been reading a bit about them. We're not going to talk. We're just going to carry on. Yeah, I do like the Flesh Tearers quite a lot. I love the opposite end of the spectrum in regards to the Blood Angels. Like, the Lamenters are their hope and their redemption. The Blood Angels are the combination of all of the aspects. And the Flesh Tearers are their blade. It's just their charging blade going out to deal with the enemies. It's pretty cool. And I love Gabriel Seth's attitude towards stuff as well. I think that's really neat. I mean, I quite improve with that. And they also have an interesting history and sort of attitudes and stuff, which is pretty cool. I must admit, I do love the colour scheme. The black with the red as well is really nice. I was thinking of doing a force of them at one point. I even got a new Blood Angels starter kit to to create a force of Flesh Tearers, but I never actually did. That and half all my modelling kits are actually down at my house in the South Island, because I'm still up in the North Island with my broken leg. Oh yeah, I added that to them, because let's be honest, the Flesh Tearers are not unknown for the red thirst and eating flesh, so I just decided that it's probably the most sensible thing to do. There we go. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Oh well. No defense force, but the thing is, for the Flesh Tearers, I like the attitude of Gabriel Seth. He just points his men at the areas where there's the most enemies and the least friendlies, and just charges in. That way, there'll be no collateral damage that he'll have to worry about, and he can, save worlds and kill enemies of the Imperium, but not have to worry about the politics. And I really like that. Also, we are definitely going to kill these Tyranids. I know our priority is killing Orcs, but killing the Tyranids is good as well. I'd love to know what the flesh. That was that cup of tea I drank 5 minutes ago. That came up the wrong way. Anyway, my brain was about to say, I'll be really interested to see what the Flesh Tearers think of Guilliman's return in the Primaris Marines, because one thing you need to know about the Flesh Tearers, especially in the beginning of their foundation, is that they really fucking hate Guilliman. Like, really hate him. Nassar Emmett, who was captain of the Blood Angels 5th Company, and then ended up becoming chapter master of the Flesh Tearers, despised Guilliman with a passion. He blamed him. He said the breaking up of the legions was worse than what Horus did. And he told it to him to his face. He actually told Guilliman to go fuck himself to his face. Guilliman, getting very pissed off at this, backhanded him into a wall. And what do you think Emmett did? He got up and repeated exactly what he said again to Guilliman's face. He really hates Guilliman. And they hated the Codex Astartes. They followed it, but they hated the Codex Astartes, they hated the breaking up of the legions, and they hated Guilliman and the Ultramarines. So, if Guilliman suddenly returns again and goes, oh hey, I'm back, have these Primaris Marines, bye, I think I think Gabriel Seth and the Flesh Tearers would not be particularly happy by that, just thinking about it. I mean, one of the big things about the Flesh Tearers is how much they rely and pride themselves on the Red Thirst and the Black Rage. They do. It's part of their identity. In fact, Gabriel Seth believes that Mephiston is a monster. Like, he is, a abomination against the Blood Angels because he's conquered the Red Thirst and the Black Rage. And considering the new Primaris Marines do not have the Red Thirst, the Black Rage with the Blood Angels gene seed, I doubt that the Flesh Tearers would welcome them at all with open arms, if they welcomed them at all. I imagine any Flesh Tearers any Primaris Marines that got sent to the Flesh Tearers would either be told to fuck off, or they would be assigned into their own little group away from everyone else, and treated with cold indifference. So, I would be very intrigued to see what would come of that. We're going to denounce you. Denounce you, you vile orc scum. We are coming for you. We are the Flesh Tearers. And we are coming for you, orcs. Oh, look, Eleanor. Neat. Otherwise known as Armageddon nowadays. Right, now let's just launch a full-scale attack, because that's what we're into. And let's go. But yeah, I'd like to see what the Primaris Marines and stuff have to say. I also am, I said this in an earlier video, I'm annoyed at how they just brushed over the Tyranid invasion of Val and what happened there. Because I think that would have been a potential of awesome that Games Workshop clearly is not interested in. But it'll be cool to see the rematch. And I'd like to know what the Flesh Tearers have on the rematch there. That'd be pretty cool. Oh. That's a bit sad. Oh well. Right. Are the orcs gone? Orcs are gone. And you know what? We'll send a company into those ruins. Why not? Yep, that was always going to happen. Oh, 5 demons. Okay. I'm guessing the librarian, without librarians, nothing's happening. Maybe Boulder Fire? Yeah. Okay, there's 5 Nurgle demons. There's 72 freaking Space Marines here. What are you doing? Well, no wonder what happened. Yes, no wonder the Plague Bearers and the Space Marines wouldn't actually shoot those bloody demons. The game crashed. And I didn't make a save. So, I'm going to throw this out as a fail video. And I'll remake it tomorrow when I'm not feeling like having a massive headache and smacking the screen over the fact that it crashed. And I guess I will see you all again another time. Maybe I'll play as the Salamanders or something. I don't know.